Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Dual Stream. Today I'm going to be showing you my E-Heroes deck profile. This is just a classic fun build, but I hope that you guys enjoy it nonetheless. I did play this at a couple tournaments, and it didn't do as bad as I thought it would. It was pretty good against things like I can't remember what I played. It was a couple weeks ago, but it was a pretty good deck. So, anyways, here we go. First off, we're going to go with the monsters. We got 3 copies of Elemental Hero Bubbleman. Very good card. When you special summon, draw a card. As long as he's the only card on your field, you draw 2 cards. 3 copies of Recentrix. Recentrix is one of the normal monsters. If you run things like Silent Doom or Oversoul, bring them back from the graveyard, special summoning. 2 copies of Sparkman. As you can see, I have the evil ulti art going on there, the alternate art. Next we're running 3 copies of Avian. A lot of people don't like running Avian just because he's one of the weaker E-Heroes, but defense works wonders with weaker monsters. And again, the evil art there, you know. And last for the monsters, we're running 3 copies of Wildheart. Love him, favorite E-Hero by far. He is a 1500 beater, and he's immune to all trap cards. So, very nice. For the spells, obviously, 3 emergency call, the Searcher of the deck. Very good card, very helpful in a tight pinch. You can activate that, add Bubbleman when you top deck, then draw 2 more cards as well. 3 copies of Polymerization. I do run 3 of these, as well as a couple other fusion cards, such as I run 2 copies of Dark Fusion. I know a lot of people don't run this card, but I do run the evil heroes, so it is helpful. 2 Parallel World Fusion. I also run the 2 Miracle Fusions as well. So, Banish from the Grave, return to deck, obviously, very good combo. And then I run 2 copies of Sketch Reaper 2. Sketch Reaper 2 is a very good card. When an E-Hero is destroyed in battle, return it to the field during your next standby phase, or main phase. And finally, for the double, I run 2 Battle Fusion. Battle Fusion is a very good card if you want to deal extra damage, or just to override one of your opponent's. Say you're going against Tachyon, use Battle Fusion, even though the effect is negated. As long as your monster's stronger, your monster gains the attack of the monster that it's attacking or being attacked by. So say Tachyon's at 7,000 because it negated a bunch of effects. Well, your monster just gained 7,000 attack, as long as it's a fusion. It's also very good in Shaddolls, if you play it that way. But for the rest of the spells, 1 Super Poly, and 1 Silent Doom, again for the graveyard, very helpful card. On to trap cards, 2 copies of Draining Shield. Life points are low, you need a boost, obviously. 2 Mirror Force. I know it's at 3 now, I still like it at 2, because it's just easier and you aren't drawing into all 3 of them first turn. And I do apologize, I know my camera's a bit shaky. Then I run 3 copies of Hero Barrier. A lot of people don't run Hero Barrier because it has the flaw of it only negates 1 attack. People would suggest running Waboku, things like that. I prefer to run Hero Barrier, just because that's my personal preference. And for the last of the traps, 1 Hero Metal, draw power, obviously. 1 Hero Signal, 1 Hero Spirit, and 1 Pinpoint Guard. This, again, is my personal fun deck. So, I know it's not the E-Hero deck you expect to win in tournaments. And then here's for the extra deck. One copy of Flaming Wingman, one Shining and normal Phoenix Enforcer. Very good cards, can't be destroyed by battle. One copy of the Shining. He's your main go-to for the fusions, Out of the Grave, Out of Banished. One Escudo, I believe I'm saying that right, I'm not sure, forgive me if I'm not. Super Poly, since I don't run any dark. Two copies of Great Tornado. Very good beater, very good effect monster. He cuts your opponent's attacks in half, attack and defense in half when it's special summoned. And then I run two copies of Cyclone, Wild Cyclone, for the Dark Fusion. I am working on getting a copy of Golem, Lightning Golem, as well as Inferno Wing. I do side deck Clayman, so he works pretty well. Three copies of Trinity. Trinity is a badass. Trinity can attack 3 times during each battle phase, and on the turn he is summoned, his attack is 5,000. He's a good field clearer, very good for hitting over high-powered monsters, very good for things like Judgment Dragon, or things that have 3,000 or more. Very good card. The only downside is he can't attack directly. And then finally I run one Electrum. Electrum is basically just it's a monster that you don't always get out, but it is usable in this deck because I do run the monsters required for it. But anyways guys, this was my E-Heroes Classic deck profile. So like, subscribe, tell me what decks you want to see in the future, and I'll be sure to do the best I can to get them up. Thanks.